The MA scriptwriting course here at De Montfort is very distinctive and very, very much appreciated as a proper, professionally grounding course in the industry. That's incredibly important. There are lots and lots of courses out there. And I think, as a screenwriter working in the industry, I and people of, I suppose, my sort of calibre and vintage get asked a lot to lecture and talk to young students. And the point is that actually a lot of the courses are not respected by the industry, don't have good practical connections, don't have networking connections, don't have associations with existing shows. And it means that those students are kind of washed up in a vague world that doesn't really connect with the real world where they're going to be writers. Now, De Montfort has all that set into its structure. If I'm talking at the Academy, or I'm working at the BBC, or I'm working across shows like Waking the Dead, Silent Witness, Casualty, Holby, Doctors, I know that De Montfort is a known force on those shows, that the students come to them as new writers with an absolute given in terms of what their experience is. They not only have been taught about story structure and characterisation and the way the big shows work, but they have had exposure to very experienced writers who come and talk to them about their craft. And I think that is important. It's why I do this. The course here is very, very mindful of the real world. And I think that's what I endorse hugely. Because we can all have cerebral lit crit discussions, but ultimately these students are going out into the real world to write scripts for television. They need to know what that process is like at every level. So I know that here they go through the whole commissioning process from the A to Z of what happens, not only in terms of the actual, I suppose the visceral way in which you go through a commissioning process and the psychological white water that you have to endure while you are actually seeing an idea through from its inception to a script. But very practical advice and strategy about how you're going to work through draft after draft, how you're going to react to the way in which your producers and script editors will work with you, how you're going to grapple with the whole process of evolving an idea. And students here classically produce finished article scripts. They do two-parters, they do series, they do pilots. I know this firsthand because also visiting writers become mentors on various occasions to individual students, and I have done that job and been hugely impressed to see the very detailed process they go through to their final scripts. I suppose what's important as far as this being a 2-year course is that properly it covers the different genres. It is a commonplace truth, but very little discussed often on vaguer courses, that obviously you've got drama and you've got sitcom and you've got documentary, all of which are in entirely different worlds, requiring entirely different skills, and also needing to be separated in terms of the way in which an individual writer will assess where they are best fitted to work, for them to experience those worlds and really explore who they are as writers. And obviously having practitioners coming in those different genres and talking about those different worlds helps sharpen and define and focus exactly how those environments are different for the writers. And what enormous extra value they get really from looking at the genres separately and then going back to the genre perhaps where they will work most extensively, having the experience of the other genres at their side. There's only one way really that a course proves itself on the audit sheet, and that is, are the writers working? Are they out there working and enjoying their work and getting work? And clearly this is a proven case. De Montfort has placed writers on Casualty, Holby, in the past The Bill, Silent Witness, Shameless. Great shows, iconic shows that absolutely are not only where writers cut their teeth, but where they make their mark and move onwards to their own original work or major series work and series work. So this is the proof of the pudding.